This conference will now be recorded.
Continue the same topic, client scripts. Now I can start with axis number 8. First of all, you need to read the requirement. When incident state is closed, then all the fields make read-only. So if incident state is closed, assign to an assignment group, category, subcategory, impact, and agency, etc. These all the fields make read-only. And second task is attachment icon should not see in record. And the third task is all graded lists should be hide. Okay, let's start create new client script. First of all, let me navigate it to incident table and create new. What is the requirement? When state get changes to close, then immediately all the fields make read only, and this attachment icon should be hide, and I won't hide all the related list also. So how to achieve it? Right click, configure, go to client script. So first of all, you need to understand why we need to make all the fields make like a read only. And state get changes to close, that can be indicate the services has been already provided. So once the ticket has been closed, I don't want to give any edit permission to customer. So all the fields showing as read only because the service is already provided. Click on client script and provide the name of your client script. Validation of state closed. You can provide any name for your client script. That should be handy. And a table which is already selected incident UI type should be always all, or else depends on the client requirement. We have to select different UI type. This moment I'm selecting all. Which type of client script we have to select? When state get changes to closed, means we have to select on change client script. So which field changes state field? When state field is changes, then automatically this client script get execute perform the action. Okay, this is about description and coming to your scripting part. Just you can define the condition if new value, old value may anything else. When new value is to 7 of which field state, all the fields make read only. So what are the fields you want to make read only? And g underscore from dot. How to make read only through script? Which method we have to use? Set disable. Then we have to pass parameters. Caller ID read only and the same line you can copy it and paste multiple times. So what are the fields you want to make read only? Caller ID and short description, category, subcategory, CMDB underscore CI configuration item, and contact type, impact, urgency, priority already is read only. And next one, assign to. So what are the fields you want to make read only? Those all the field names we have to pass here. Assignment to group also. Assignment to group, and then short description already done. Impact and urgency, priority assigned to an assignment group. Description. Okay. So these all are fields to make read only. And task number 2. Attachment icon should not see in closed record. This is called attachment icon, right? This attachment icon also I want to hide. How to hide the attachment? Which method we have to use, guys? Do you remember? Underscore form dot disable attachments. So when you are use disable attachment method, system is not allowed to add any attachment. The icon is not visible to customer. So when status is closed, and I want to hide all the red list also. How to hide related list? Underscore form dot hide related list. There is one more method called hide related list. If you want to hide only one list, so we have to select hide related list. That list we have to pass. If you want to hide all the related list on the form, select the all the related list and save it. And take one more duplicate tab and check in incident table. Go to result state and open any result ticket. Okay, now you are able to see all the fields in editable mode. Every customer can be able to edit and modify in like a result state. But when state get changes to close, immediately on change client script get execute and perform the action. Now I'm changing to close. These all the fields are showing us read only. And if you want to like this also why it's not working, these two not working, assignment group these three. Let me check it out. Might be spelling mistake. Assignment group. And the state also in contact type. Contact type is spelling is perfect, right? Why it's not working? In case if you are not remember this internal field name, directly go to that field property and copy the field internal name. So we have to pass only field internal name. Then save it once again and back to incident UI. Just you can reload the form. Okay, current record state is result. When state get changes to close, okay, immediately all the fields should be hidden. Okay, contactor type is not working. Why? Set disable. Spelling also perfect. What was the wrong? Oh, it's mandatory, right? So mandatory field we can't read only. So once you fulfill na, then only it will be automatically like going to read only mode. It's already 1 second, save it. I did not define any else condition. So when state get changes to close, then automatically all the fields going to read only. Closed. Yes. Clear guys? Any questions? Any questions, guys?
Srinivas, can we achieve that requirement through UI policy also?
Yes, Hemant, you can be able to achieve through UI policy also. Already we know, right? UI policy only we can do limited operations. We'll make
Okay.
mandatory or optional, read-only and writable, visible, invisible, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, but if you want to do it, this kind of activities, but see, let me open that. UI policy will be executed only once when the form is loaded, right? For
Yeah.
example, when you click on that create new, then immediately the form will be loaded. Then only on load client script like UI policy will be executed. But on change is like a client script is not like that. Client script will be executed every time when the form is loaded or change the field value and submitted and select it. These all the scenarios client script get executed. But UI policy will be executed only once when the form is loaded.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
See, I can show you that one also. And scripts. Updated. Latest client script you will get off. Validation of state changes and just you can deactivate. So once you deactivated this particular client script, it won't working on any specific table. And now same thing I can try to UI policy. Navigate to UI policy, click on UI policy, go to UI policy, click on create new UI policy. So what is the main difference between UI policy and client script? UI policy will be executed, both are running on the client side only within browser. But UI policy only execute when the form is loaded. If you go to your right on the load, right? So UI policy will get execute when the form is load, but client script get execute when the form is loaded or submitted and changed. But my requirement is when customer changes state value to closed, only that particular moment I want to run client script and perform the action. But here, so we can't defining like that, right? Clear, Hemant?
Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, UI policy will execute only once every time when the form is loaded. But client script is not like that. Where client script will executing every time when the form is loaded or changes the field value, then submitted. Every time it will be get executed. And one more thing also, can we write a script in UI policy? Yes, you will be able to write the script in UI policy also. The script field, you can write the script over here. Okay.
Okay.
Not recommended. Maximum we can write the script in only through client script. And So when you want to field make mandatory or optional, read-only and writable, visible, invisible, based on the condition, only condition, based on the condition, okay, we can go through UI policy. But when you want to make some complexity kind of validations, then you can go for client script. Client script is the best practice at moment. Okay, let's move on another exercise. So requirement when customer change the instant priority field value, then workload should be mandatory. If record is a new, our form is loading, our old value equal to new value, same, then workload field should not mandatory. See, once again, let me repeat that first one. So when the record is a new means when the form is loading, or if record is a new or else old value equal to new value, like I didn't save it, then workload field should not be mandatory. When customer change the priority from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, anything, so then immediately workloads will make mandatory. This thing already implemented. First navigate to client scripts and open incident. This is already implemented. Let me deactivate. I have deactivated successfully. Navigate to incident table. Let me show that first. Open all and open any existing record. So current current record priority is moderate. Now I'm going to changing critical. Okay, and try to save it. So when you're changing the priority value, then work notes field should be mandatory. But this moment it's not asking to fulfill any work notes field because I did not create any client script. Okay, so when you changes the priority value and submit it, immediately system should be asked, please fill work notes field. Work notes field is mandatory that moment. Let me create new client script. Work notes mandatory on priority changes. Desktop is UI type is all, and here changes and which will priority. When customer changes priority field value, then immediately system should be asked to fulfill but not field mandatory. Okay, in this case, I am going to using other parameters also. Previously, I used like a old value and is loading, like for new value and is loading. So now I'm going to using old value also. What is the requirement? So when customer changed incident priority field value, then work mode should be mandatory. That's the first task. If record is a new or form is loading or what old value equal to new value, any one condition meet, okay, so then work mode field not mandatory. Otherwise, work mode field is mandatory. Okay, now let me remove this return and then adding the code. Is loading and the new value equal to old value. New value equal to empty or else g underscore form is new record and So new value equal to old value. So when the form is loading, it's the most important question in interview also. Can we use onload client script in on change? Yes, you'll be able to use onload like a parameter in on change client script also. How? Just using by ease loading parameter. Ease loading parameter is working as onload client script. So when the form is loading, R new value equal to old value, R G underscore format is in record. If the record is new, so now work notes field is not mandatory. So G underscore form dot is set mandatory. Work notes mandatory false, not mandatory. And other than these all conditions, okay, that moment work notes field should be mandatory. Save the code and go to incident or else open all tickets and open any one ticket. Okay, now I'm going to changing the priority. Medium and medium. It's high. Just wait, form is loading. And save it. See. So when you are changing the priority value, okay, so system is asking to fulfill the what was filled mandatory. So when the new value equal to old value, so what is the previous value? For example, let's say like previous value is the planning. Now I'm going to changing the high priority and high, but not saved. Again back to previous value means it's old value equal to new value. Old value is the planning, new value also planning. So when I save it, okay, first of all, let me fulfill this one. Already changed, right? And save it. Okay. So now the current priority is planning. Again, I try to change the priority critical one, but not saved. Okay, it's not saved. Okay. Again, I'm going to checking that medium and medium. Sorry, it's low, right? Low and low. And again submit it. Okay, it's not asking. So when the old value equals to new value or the form is loading, if the record is new, so workloads field is not mandatory. Okay, and go to all once again. Let me open the record. So current priority is planning. Just I'm changing the priority value, but not saved. Not saved, right? If you save it right, it is asking to fulfill the mandatory fields. So again, I'm changing to low. Means its old value equal to new value, or else in the form is loading. Then if the record is new, so that moment the workload field is not mandatory. If you change this to priority or previous like a priority is what is it planning, now changes to critical one. Once you can save it, it's asking to fulfill the mandatory fields. Clear, guys? Okay, next one. And coming to exercise number 10, user restriction. So not allowing, just a second. It's a user restriction, not allowing update cell value from the instant list view. Not allowing to update the cell value from instant list view. Any customer try to change the instant state value to 7, say close. action will be cancelled and display the alert message to customer. What message do you want to display to the customer? System not allow user to update cell value. Okay, so basically we have four types of client script in ServiceNow. One is on load, second one is on change, third one is on submit, fourth one is on cell edit. Already we've seen so many examples on change, right? And previously we've seen on load and on submit also. Now I'm going to working with on cell edit. On cell edit. So remaining three will be working on the form view. On cell edit will be executing and working on list view. So what is the list view? See, if you open that any form, right, this is called form view. If you go to click on that all, this is called list view. List view nothing but collection of records. If you open any specific record, this is called form view. Okay, now we are going to working with on cell edit. Okay, any customer try to change the state value from result to close on list view, system won't allow it. See, now somebody is trying to change the state value to close from where. See, data policy exception. The following fields are mandatory contact type. So first of all, let me remove this one. Contact field is not mandatory basically. See, contact type is not mandatory. It's not done through configuration dictionary. Where it is done? Tell me guys, where we have to check? How many ways we can field make mandatory? Read only and visible. Multiple ways, right? Navigate to form design. And open field property of contact type. Here also not enabled the mandatory field, and might be they have implemented through data policy. Go to data policy rule. Yes, contact type is mandatory. Let me deactivate this one. Guys, how many ways we can field make mandatory? Tell me guys, how many ways we can field make mandatory?
UI policy.
Okay, one. Second one, only UI policy.
Uh, while
In client
creating
Data policy,
There are
form
many ways
design,
to field make mandatory. Okay, UI policy, data
form layout.
policy,
form layout,
form layout is not possible. Form design.
sorry, form design,
So through form design, first one. Second one is dictionary
scripting,
override. Dictionary override. Second one. Third one is UI policy. Fourth one is data policy. Fifth one is client script. For example, one field is already made mandatory. Where we can check, we have to check this all the places. So how they did make, like how they did mandatory this particular field. Okay, so conduct type is mandatory through data policy. That data policy I have deactivated. Once again, you can back to incident table, click on create new. Now contact type, right? So go to all and so open the resolve state and try to change close. Okay, customer successfully update state value from list view. Customer is successfully updated state value from list view. The requirement is any customer try to change the state value to close or anybody try to close the ticket from list view. I don't want alert to the person. When customer try to change the state value to close, immediately I want display one information message. So your system is not allowing to update the state value from list view or else. So it's not allowing to close the ticket from list view. How to do it? Open any instant ticket that may be new or existing. Right click on formatter, configure, and client script. And click on new client script. Restriction of list view. Table is incident. UI type is all. Type on selected. So remaining three already we worked on, right? And select on select this moment. And so this on select need to working on which field? State field. When customer try to change the state value. Okay, so these all are like a unselected template, right? This is unselected template. So we have different parameters into unselected template. Okay, here mainly we're using callback function. So variable save and close equal to true. Now I have to define the condition. If new value equal to 7. Okay, and then g underscore from that callback function directly we can call here save and close false. Otherwise, system will be allowed to update the state value. Now it's true. And what is the message you want to display to customer? Any customer tries to change the instant state value to 7, action will be cancelled and display the alert message. What is the message you want to display? System not allow user to update cell value. Just you can define the alert message or information message. Anything depends on the client requirement. Just I want to display the browser message. Save it. Check in UI. Go to all and so now customer try to change state value to close and click on OK. System not allow user to update cell value. So click on OK. Back to callback function, right? Save and close false. But other than close, see, we can be able to see only close, right? Because now current status is like a close, like result. So now I'm trying to change the on hold. Yes, you can be able to do it. Okay. So when customer try to change value, like a state value, to close only that moment on select client script get execute and perform the action. Clear guys? This on select client script is used to restrict and preventing the users which won't allow to update the cell value from list view. Depends on the client requirement. Okay.
Srinivas, I have one doubt. Like in the that list view, right? So
Yes.
we can restrict that user to do a double click and change the value, right, from the list view.
No, I didn't get your question.
So now here for the state, you are clicking on that value and you are changing the option, right?
Correct.
So is it possible to restrict from here, like to not to change that? Even if they click on that, it will not pop up that list.
Okay. So any customer try to update cell value, you don't want allow, right?
Yeah,
So how can you do it? And you want to restrict yourself or you want to restrict everyone?
everyone, like for everyone.
So this state field should be in read only. It's not allowed to add the value, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we can be able to do it. The underscore from that set disable state. No, in
If
client like
statement
not
is
select.
new value with 7, right, Srinivas?
See,
The condition will apply if it is closed only, right?
just a second. No. First of all, I was asking. It's not allowed to update the cell value. So just wait. I think list controls. Maybe we can do it. One figure list controls. Just disable list editing. Okay. Let me try with this one. See, Hemant, it's not allowed to update the state value.
Okay.
Okay.
So from this configure only, can't we put a condition like user should not be able to change for the value 7, state value
Yes.
7?
Yes. So, no, it's not that condition. Actually, it will be like ignore that condition. So, system is not allowing to. Actually, this is done through like list controls. Go to list controls. So, when you want to disable that list edit, so list edit type is disable list edit. Okay. Just if you select this one, list disable edit. Okay. System is not allowing to edit and modify any cell value from the list view. Not only for the particular state. Okay.
Okay, okay. It is for the full list. Okay.
Yes, complete list. So we can't
Okay.
edit and modify single cell value also. Okay.
Hmm. Okay.
And let me remove this one. And now we'll be able to edit and modify the particular cell value. Clear? And when you try to close it, not allowed. System not allowed to use it update the cell value. Okay. And coming to next exercise, when users submit the incident form, then need to display assign to name as alert message. Give confirmation message also. Okay. So what kind of alert message you want to display to customer? What kind of confirmation message? So first of all, you can try yourself, guys. This one is very simple. So first of all, we need to get the assigned to, and I can give the confirmation message box. This ticket is is assigned to someone else. How to get the current logged user? User dot username. So this assigned to value can store into the user, then it will display the username. Display the like this. This ticket is assigned to David Dunn. Like this ticket is assigned to David Dunn. Are you sure? When you click on that OK, automatically it can assign. And next one. So auto assign the value assignment group depends on the category. Okay. So how can you do it, guys? This one you can try yourself. This one also it's very simple, and you can take one on-chain client script. So when the category is network, automatically the ticket should be assigned to network assignment group. If selected category is hardware, automatically assigned to hardware assignment group. Similarly, database and software also. And in this case, we can define the condition. So you can take on-chain client script and define these all if statements. New value equal to software, then assignment group should be software. And remaining you can define the else if statements. Okay. Clear, guys? Can you try remaining two?
Yeah, yes, Srinivas.
Okay, no problem. In case if you are unable to do it, so we can discuss on tomorrow. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm going to end up class today. Happy Diwali. See you
Happy
tomorrow.
Diwali.
Happy
Thank you.
Diwali.
Same to you.
Okay, see you tomorrow.